Step on up to Is It Kino? Yes, it's the battle of the century. King Kong fans versus Godzilla fans. Which monkey will reign supreme? I'm your host, Florian and Jimmy.
Which monkey?
Bias.
Joined as always by Baby Kong, Jimmy.
I look cute, but I'll bite your hand, you know? You better watch out.
I often grab Florian by the ankles and swing him into my enemies.
Yeah, you're gonna use him as a weapon.
And, lizard-brained fucking losers in the other corner. We have Purple and Erich.
We don't get to be incredibly stupid to think that monkeys are better than lizards. Lizards.
Jesus,
so cool.
That's so sad. Imagine you watch this movie and the main takeaway is Godzilla was the best part.
He's not the best part of this movie, but he deserved fucking much more than he got. And if he were
Erich is trying to argue that what was given is good enough and that it was superior to what Kong had, and that's retarded.
Yes, it is.
I think there's an argument to be made, and I'm eager to hear it.
I feel like you defeated it one sentence ago, but Erich, take the fucking court, the court jester spot in the courtroom here and give us your opinion.
Now I'm just a southern lawyer.
Please do the whole thing like this, please.
Now, when my defendant Godzilla entered into the arena in this here movie, he underwent many power-ups to become as powerful as he needed to become. Look. Godzilla does everything in this movie. Kong can't do jack shit when he's getting what the fuck is it called?
Yeah.
Frostbite all over his arm. He you see can't use it like he should be able to.
Can I present the jury with an anime comparison that might fancy their interest here?
No, overruled. Fuck that. No.
I would say, Erich, you are really obsessed with which character is physically stronger, and I feel like this is a real. Godzilla is like Goku, and King Kong here is like Vegeta. Everybody agrees Goku is stronger, but the preferred and more interesting character is the weaker one in Vegeta. We would rather see his adventures than just the strongest guy who's always going to win. It's more interesting to see somebody lose.
Could King Kong have won? Very simply, could King Kong have won without Godzilla?
No! The story's recruiting the strong friend to help you.
I think Godzilla could have won without Kong.
That's not the fucking question. It's about which character is better. It's not who's the strongest. It's not interesting.
I actually do not give a shit about the characters of these giant creatures.
Wow.
I care that Godzilla can shoot radiation from his breath. And
see, I feel like King Kong had
colors.
He had compelling story arcs in this movie and emotional changes, and
his compelling story arc is that he's fucking up constantly.
Yeah, he has to shed his ego and realize sometimes you get by with a little help from your friends, Erich. Maybe you should, as the Chad of the podcast, take some notes. Maybe sometimes your friends are better at some things than you are.
What do you mean he's fucking up?
Yeah, sometimes you just have to rely on something else to win the day for you.
Sometimes you got a toothache and you're not a fucking dentist. You got to go to the humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow, it's so much better that Godzilla can just grow back whenever body parts get hurt. Wow, that's so much better character. Yeah, I sure hate having to watch this monkey have actual trials and tribulations in this movie. You're right, Erich. Wow, you're right. We should just had another Godzilla. That would have definitely improved.
And in terms of character, I have to point out that
Godzilla.
Kong thinks that people are capable of redemption, and Kong shows forgiveness. The baby Kong is part of a posse that jumps Godzilla, and he uses the baby to fight off the attackers and beat the shit out of them. But then he forgives baby Kong, and he's his little protege, and he helps save the day in the end. Godzilla has no thoughts of redemption in his mind. He's trying to kill King Kong, while King Kong is trying to recruit him to fucking save the world. He's doing all this monkey body language. No, please don't fight. I need to talk to you. Godzilla is so fucking pea-brained lizard retard that he's attacking him constantly. He's not even paying attention to all the body language and emotional outcries.
Godzilla
Fuck him.
knows that if once a
Body
stupid
language.
fucking monkey, always a stupid fucking monkey.
But
okay?
he's wrong!
not gonna
He's
trust
objectively wrong! Anybody paying attention to the story knows Godzilla's in the wrong here.
I don't think he's in the wrong. I
mean,
think he could have
You're
taken
supposed to
the
feel
deal.
frustrated
Here's
that
the
this
deal.
retarded lizard's not paying attention.
Here's the deal. Very simply, just like when Indiana Jones did not add anything to the plot, even though he's the main character, the Nazis eventually would have just opened up the fucking thing and all got their faces melted. Once eventually the Scar King comes up to Earth to fuck shit up, Godzilla would have smacked him down like he smacked down the 3 other fucking kaiju in this movie. Like, Kong
who
is not
said
needed.
that? Like Shell
Who?
makes that point about Indiana Jones. It's a stupid fucking
That's true.
point. Nobody cares. Okay, wow. I guess the whole movie was pointless. Who cares?
I
The
don't know.
movie
I
was
think
still important.
No, it's about the main character, the protagonist, having a real impact on the story that they're part of.
Yeah.
It's their
Adam?
decisions and
No,
the things they're
because
doing
Kong being
having impact.
Kong being an empathetic character and showing forgiveness to Baby Kong does help save the day. Whether you like it or not, Baby Kong's actions do save the protagonists and heroes of the film at some point.
It sounds like
Yeah.
Baby Kong is the character here.
But he would have stayed a villain if not for Kong's big heart. So sometimes being the physically strongest isn't needed to save the day. Sometimes being, an emotionally available person is more important. That's the message of the movies, that both are valuable and both are needed to save the world.
Here's the fucking thing. If
That's
Godzilla
what we took
had
from
managed to
Godzilla,
kill-
Kong.
You are 1,195 chapters into One Piece, Rich, and you haven't picked up on this yet. That even Usopp and Nami can contribute, even though they're not the fucking big 3.
If Godzilla had managed to kill Kong, you know what? It would have been better off, because then we'd be free of these fucking movies that put Godzilla in their title and then focus on this stupid fucking monkey, okay? And that's what I'm sick of. It's 2 movies in a row now.
I
I'm
agree.
done with
Kong
it.
should have had
Over.
top billing because he was the main character.
Absolutely fucking
Well,
right. He shouldn't have been in the
he's-
movie. Fuck
He's
him.
the first. He's the first word. It says Kong X Godzilla, doesn't it?
Here it says Godzilla
It's
X Kong.
Godzilla
Oh.
Kong.
Maybe in Germany they switched it up because they know what you guys like. You guys are big monkey men over
they
there.
have better taste.
Godzilla just won an Academy Award this last year, so
Not in this
think,
movie.
Get
that
that.
speaks for itself.
Not in this fucking movie. Not even made in the
the
same
character of
hemisphere of the
Godzilla.
planet.
The character of Godzilla.
It could not be
Well-
more opposite.
One of the problems here is clearly, Mumkey, you have not seen like a dozen Godzilla movies. You're basically going into like fucking Endgame here and expecting Iron Man to have a good, fun character who you can get behind, immediately. And that's just not the case. We've had Godzilla as the focus of these movies for decades and decades, for 50 fucking or 70 years or something now. And so there's plenty of content there. If you wanna get fucking caught up on Godzilla's character, you can go back. You can start with the show.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Watch all
about.
these
It's
things.
irrelevant if it's not based off of the Bryan Cranston Godzilla. Like, this is its own continuity. I'm not watching like your fucking shit from
They make
80 years
some-
ago.
They make some implications that these might be related Godzillas.
And this is its own monster verse because the King Kong is as big as the Godzilla, and that's not how it is in King Kong in fucking 1940.
That's how it is in King Kong vs. Godzilla in the 60s, so who knows?
I know.
They're going that far back. Jeez.
I think it's fucked up that you're coming in here as this fucking Kong defender and you haven't seen the Godzilla movies to back up your fucking
I'm not going to watch
Yeah,
44
you haven't done the
movies.
work. You haven't done the research.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
He
because
just
you're
was
fucking
asking for
weak.
one.
Can't handle
You
it.
guys are lucky I've seen
original
3 of
King
these
Kong
5
versus Godzilla.
movies. I haven't even watched Kong Skull Island yet.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You know why? Because somewhere
even a
deep
Kong
inside you know that
head.
this fucking monkey, he can't hold up a movie on his own.
No, it's
You
because
know
it's
he
in the
can't.
monkey box and I have to wait until I randomly draw it. It's not up to me.
I don't know about that.
A
the
likely
only
story.
way-
A likely story.
Wait,
Yeah.
then why did we watch this one already? Did you not draw this one?
Well, for Is It Kino? It's a new release and, it's what we do.
Yeah.
Well, the other one was
New releases come
wasn't
first.
it?
The other
That-
one was new.
It was new as of what, 2017 or something like that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how we missed that one back in the day, you rich.
Good point.
Yeah, I would have seen it. Damn.
Let's go through the objective character power ranking that I listed on my letterboxd that Erich got angry about. So number 1, best character in the movie is Kong. Number 2 is the human Trapper.
No.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think of Trapper?
I think he's fucking trash, honestly. I think all of the relief characters could have been gone, and I would have lost fucking nothing. I hated them both for the whole
He's not comedic. What are you talking about? He's like... He's
He's there to have his funny Australian voice, and that's it.
He's a cool adventurer who understands these big animal science. He knows how to replace a sore tooth, and he's going on this adventure. He uses his knowledge of how these mythical creatures operate to help save the day as well when he brings that whole swarm of whatever the dinosaur pterodactyls in.
Yeah, not to mention that Kong would have been literally dead without getting that tooth replaced, you know?
Good. I wish he was. Honestly, I wish this movie changed to just big drastic change.
We got it, okay? We got it. You have really bad taste. We got it, all right? Jesus.
That's rich coming from you.
Number 3 character was Baby Kong. I like that. He had the biggest character arc in the movie because he goes from literal villain to redeemed hero. And he can take a beating because Kong does beat like 3 other apes to death using him as a weapon, and it's got to be the best scene in the movie. It's funnier action than anything that Godzilla does in the whole movie.
I remember
funnier action. It's not cooler action. We had this epic fucking underwater fight scene with Godzilla fighting Tiamat, who is a fan favorite character, by the way, from the comic book or something. I haven't read it, but apparently he's a favorite, and he makes an appearance in this movie and gets his ass kicked in like.
Why are you telling on yourself that you haven't read something? You can at least pretend. I'm not going to quiz you. I don't fucking know.
I'm honest, okay? I'm an honest person on this show.
No, you're not. I can't believe you're saying, oh, they squandered the best character. Oh, you haven't even read the thing he's from. Wow.
I'm not saying they squandered him. I don't give a fuck about Tina.
No, that's what you wrote in. That's what you wrote in your review, man.
Oh, well, he is the best designed monster. That's the main thing I'm talking about with these MonsterVerse movies where all of their original monsters look like shit, so they have to bring in the Toho ones because they know they're better.
Yeah, it's too bad there's only 2, you know? Like, why is there only Godzilla and Kong? Shouldn't there be another popular huge monster, like maybe the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters? Like,
they should bring in Gamera. That's what they should really do.
Well, anything but Gamera. It's just like...
No, they should bring in Gamera, and you know it because you've seen that show.
It would just be another Godzilla. That's really what you wanted.
Gamera has distanced himself far from Godzilla. Okay, he can he can spin and shit. It's epic.
Wow, he
awesome.
Can spin. Okay, yeah.
He spins like a fucking saw blade. You saw the show. You saw he took care of the fucking blade head guy. That was great.
Needed a spinning Godzilla. You're right. That would have definitely improved it.
It would have been.
Florian, do you have any opinions on Baby Kong?
It's amazing how I remember seeing like a reveal and he looked so goofy on Twitter, and then he's actually like one of the best characters in this. He's great.
Okay, after him, unless Purple, do you want to shit on Baby Kong as well?
No, I thought he was pretty cute. Honestly, he was fun.
Okay,
then
I have
Kong stuff they're doing. He's pretty good.
I have a power gap, and then Erich will like this. Number 4 best character is Godzilla. I do like that he uses the Roman Colosseum as his like cat bed, and he doesn't mind knocking over the walls a little bit to curl up and sleep in there. That is very cute. It's just Godzilla is such a boring, sleepy character. He literally will nap until it's time to fight, and then he'll wake up, go fight, and go back to sleep. Whereas Kong, he's actually kind of on a mission. He's on an adventure. He has to go into this place where he gets outnumbered and has to fight like this mythical dragon. You know, he's like literally the fucking knight taking his little sidekick on a quest. In Godzilla, he's literally sleeping until the next boss fight.
I think that's why Godzilla's relatable, okay? I woke up for this podcast and going right back to bed after we're done. Like,
wow.
You know, sometimes you gotta get up and get your shit done and then just rest.
Yeah.
After a long, hard day's work, you know?
Well, I guess it's interesting that Godzilla is seeking out the other kaiju, so I guess that's pretty good. I guess he's got this radar. So he really is a bit like Goku, I guess, where he just, like, straightforward, just gets stronger and stronger. I think it still works, but yeah. Fuck.
Erich is back. We were talking about Godzilla sleeping like a cat in the Colosseum, and I know you really liked that, Erich.
Yeah. He's so cute. He's great.
He's fucking adorable.
Yeah.
What a just amazing moment for the character.
I agree. Below Godzilla, so number 5, I have everyone else. And then below that, number 6 is Mothra. That's the worst character.
Cut out, so
Why
I
is
don't know what
Mothra
you said for the fifth one.
Oh, what's that?
You cut out for the 5th one.
Oh, number 5 was everybody else.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Literally every
Mothra's
other.
worse than everyone. Than the
Yeah,
human.
Mothra,
that's a
like,
fucked
what a
thing to say
waste.
about Mothra.
So there's a society of mute humans who are related to the adopted character who's mute, who I don't fucking know anything about in these movies. Who cares? And like
Only good human character.
they want to do this, like the secret society wants to do their ritual to summon Mothra, who I guess like just glows with goodness and somehow does something. What the fuck was even happening? What does Mothra do?
Well, she takes
Mothra's
care of the
role
portals.
in the long arc of the Godzilla franchise, Mothra's role is to get up and knock some sense into Godzilla real quick to get him to do his damn job, and that's exactly what she's doing here.
What a waste of time.
She's fucking great. She's so cool. There's the one
There's
movie where she has like a
support
cigarette on her.
character for Godzilla.
Stuff. She's good.
The perfectly ultimate great moth.
Yeah, she's like this perfect angel of goodness in the world and stuff, and yeah. They did mess something up here where in the previous movie with Mothra, which was King of the Monsters from 2019, Mothra dies in that one, but they end it showing one of her eggs, which is in the Arctic. So I'm not sure. Maybe she hatched and went down into the Hollow Earth. I'm not sure what happened between movies.
I thought they just summoned her back from death.
Wow.
Maybe, I don't know. It was weird.
Erich, since you were gone for a bit, I want to give you some more time to get your southern lawyer back to defend Godzilla's honor.
Well, yes. So you see, Godzilla is what they call the alpha of the entire Titan industrial complex, and he's responsible for running all the Titans. So you see when what is the ice one called? I can't remember.
Shimo or Shimu, one of those.
Shimo. When Shimo is being controlled by the Ska King, you see he is controlling her with this little necklace pen thing or whatever the fuck it is. And as soon as he loses control, Godzilla instantly asserts control because he is in fact the Titan Alpha. And I love that moment when Godzilla ordered her to destroy everything the Ska King was doing.
Okay. Purple, you gotta back up your man, because right now I think Kong is winning.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely not. Fucking Godzilla, he truly takes control at the end there. He does great. He holds off Shimu for
He's
as
large
long as
and in
he needs
charge.
to. Yeah. He takes on the bigger threat. That fucking monster is like twice the size of every other monster in this movie. And he beats him easily, without effort, as always.
Yeah, good job, Goku. Let's see the compelling characters. I want to see the guy who has to replace his frostbited arm with a cool cyborg arm. It's pretty badass. And
weakness.
when he uses it to
make sure that's known that's weakness.
Kong has to run back to the humans and be like, "Please help fix."
Yeah.
That's the fucking
even
point
Star
of the
King is making
story.
fun of
That would be great.
You can't be an
Star King-
egotistical
Star King is
maniac
making
all the
fun of
time. Monkeys understand that there's more value in community than in being a lone lizard.
Did you guys catch the bit where the Scar King kicks fucking Little Kong's like dad into the lava and he's just gone and dead?
You see, I kind of felt like a similar character came back. I don't know if it was him. Damn. Is he
I also
gone?
like when the humans, there's the pilot who's a real big asshole and he gets eaten by a tree.
Yeah.
Oh my
that
God,
was
he
good.
So bad.
And I like those cathartic moments that they're allowed to put in.
Burn.
Yeah.
He was annoying, so they knew exactly how annoying he was.
They
so
knew
they
he had
made
to
sure to
die.
kill him right at the peak of his annoyingness. So
And really, he had no respect for nature, and I think that's the key. Is all the more moral a character is dependent on how much they respect and understand nature and these giant monsters, and that's why the little girl and why Trapper are like the two real human heroes of the story. Everybody else is kind of tertiary to them.
That's
Trapper
actually
doesn't do
Fuck
interesting.
humans.
That's actually interesting that you're saying that because they're setting up the monkeys to be like the protectors of humanity, and then Godzilla is supposed to be the protector of nature. So Godzilla actually is supposed to protect nature, and he like constantly tries to destroy like human structures. Like, I can't believe he just randomly assaults the pyramids and the Colosseum. And it's interesting that the Godzilla fans here have no respect for the human characters either, even though they were pretty interesting in the arc that they had.
What was your favorite arc, Florian? What was your favorite human character arc in this movie?
Well, I mean, like the mute girl was definitely awesome. I like how she had to work with Kong throughout this whole thing, and while she was just in danger all the time, and
the mute girl's
what was
adopted
her arc?
mother has this worry that now that she has found her true community in the Middle Earth, whatever the fuck, the inner. What is this place called?
The Hollow Earth's like inner core or whatever.
Like she's afraid that she's going to lose her adopted daughter because she found her true community after not fitting into normal human society. And then instead of having like an arc where she has to accept that, it's more of, no, I was wrong. She wants to stay with me. I'm her true family no matter what. And I thought that was kind of sweet.
I don't know. My whole issue with that is that it's completely one-sided. Like, the whole tension of the human drama hinges on the fact that this lady doesn't, like, ask her before the end of the movie.
And that's fine. Keep it minimal so I get more time with Kong, which there might be more monster footage in this one compared to humans than any of the other ones I've seen, to be honest. Like, this might be my favorite of all the ones I've seen.
There probably is, yeah. I'm not sure how the ratio actually breaks down. Godzilla actually has around normal screen time, but that's, he's like less of a focus in this movie.
Yeah, and I'd say Kong might have more scenes than the humans do.
Probably, yeah. I'd have to see how that breaks down. It'll be interesting.
I do like that this movie pushed further into being more about the kaiju, more about the monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think everybody agrees if they make one that if they made a movie that was 100% the monsters and didn't even have any dialogue, that would probably be the best one.
No.
As far as these legendary ones, yeah, after -1, and people are going to be mad that you compare them. They get really pissed when you do that on Twitter.
I think they're pretty different.
They are very different, but because I think the writing in -1, it's not like exceptional beyond stuff that other movies have done. Like Spielberg made this kind of movie 30 times in the last 30 years or whatever. So
yeah, exactly.
They could have had like a better human characters for the ones that they have in this movie, and they just sort of didn't really bother.
It's the kind of thing where it's like it's really good for a Godzilla movie, but I think on a regular scale of movies, it's just all right. And I don't really understand why people were like shitting themselves over it. But
it was perfect for me, just like having a really solid movie that also has Godzilla in it. Like that's just what I've always wanted. So.
Yeah.
Well, you sounded pretty negative about it earlier.
About -1? No.
Oh right, I thought you meant this movie. Okay.
No, there's too many Godzillas to keep track of.
Well, this one too many. Oh man.
I did see some news that this movie is so successful, they're very confident there will be a lot more movies in this continuity. So more King Kong and Baby Kong to come. I can't wait.
Well,
and if they did make one that was just... Go ahead.
The director said he wanted to make a movie like this, but for Godzilla, one that focuses in on him and puts Kong on the wayside, and that's what I want to see.
And that's fine. Like, give me just a full movie of Kong and Baby Kong's adventures in the Inner Sanctum, whatever stupid name you said.
They can have an Apple Plus show or something. That'd be good.
Yeah, because I saw this in 4D, and like they spit water and stuff at you during the movie.
Oh my god!
And the scene when Kong rips the wolf in half over his head and gets covered in green slime, the entire theater screamed in horror because we got sprayed with water.
Jesus Christ, that sounds awful.
And also, like, the seats like move around, so every time Kong would like be, galloping along, my seat was moving in the same way. Like, you're just getting jostled the whole movie.
This explains why you didn't like Godzilla, because he was just too fucking intense physically in the theater whenever he showed up, I'm sure.
Well, like when he's like screaming, they blow wind in your face. And when Kong, they did the same thing for Kong, and I think they should have put like a bad smell, like his bad monkey breath is getting thrown in your face.
Oh, God. Yeah, they probably can never have gross smells with these things, right?
Yeah, when people are like eating food.
There's lots of cleanup. Wow.
You only have a bad smell when you go in the bathroom at the Austrian cinema.
All of the meat is like disgusting in this movie.
Because the shit's on the wall.
They cleaned it up, damn you.
I thought it was like a monument, and every time you go, you see that shit wall.
No, it was a one-time
Okay,
thing.
Purple, go ahead.
I was just gonna say all the meat in this movie is disgusting. All of this like monster guts and shit because they give it green blood, which just makes it even nastier. There's like the eel is all stringy on the inside.
Well, he was red, I think.
He had red meat, but then green juice
shit all the time.
I thought he looked delicious.
Well, it gave him a toothache somehow.
Yeah.
Not with the eel. I'm thinking of the squid, right? Never mind. Wait, no.
Was there a squid?
He's always got squid on the mind.
No, the eel was after the toothache then. Okay.
Yeah.
He shared the eel with Baby Kong. It was delightful.
Yeah, they had a little meal together. This is a wholesome scene, you know.
Indeed.
Do we have any other opinions on this film? Because we went super long on Bazinga Boys today, so maybe we can make this one a little bit shorter. I feel like I got all my main arguments out.
Yeah, it's fine with me. Yeah, I mean, look. Obviously, King Kong is the like protagonist of this movie. Like, he gets the most screen time. He's clearly, you're meant to root for him. You're meant to like he's just an average Joe kind of guy where he like gets into a scrap with a bunch of the fucking.
He's the John McClane of the film. Like everybody's favorite action hero of all time.
Around the time when Kong versus Godzilla was coming out, they said that they very clearly evoked Bruce Willis with Kong. So like, yeah, they're very clearly trying to make
because he's
for him.
He's got a bad memory.
I can understand that. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
He has to be fed his lines.
I can understand that. And I think Kong is all right in this movie, but I'm really here just for Godzilla.
Why do you hate monkeys so much? Did a monkey touch you as a child?
I mean, look, they're just big dumb apes, and they don't know.
That's relatable as fuck. There are genetic cousins, and they're funny and they're cute.
Mm.
I think the movie Nope changed the way I look at gorillas forever. They're just like horrifying monsters. Now.
Why? He gave the kid a fist bump.
He was seconds away from ripping his fucking hand off. Okay, that's what was gonna happen.
I just saw the Nickelodeon documentary. Clearly, those people were complicit in a fucking environment where the kid actor was being abused and molested, and they just wanted to make their paycheck. The monkey was the hero and fuck those people up. You think that the monkey was supposed to be the villain?
I think
the villain is the alien spaceship.
Than that, but you know, I don't know. I think. That's a very good movie. I'd recommend you see Nope over Godzilla if you can, actually.
No way. No way.
A really good movie.
I never want to see Nope again.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's so lame. I don't know what's wrong.
I loved Nope. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yikes. That's a heckin' yikes-areno from me, fam.
Yeah, it was pretty pretentious. Could hardly stand it, you know?
Well, if Florian says it's bad, then I guess it must be bad.
I've never heard Florian give a bad opinion.
I know, right?
Yeah. I haven't been watching episodes upon episodes of this fucking cartoon because of him at all or anything like that.
So vote in the comments below, based on our argument, who won, Godzilla or Kong? Who is the superior character on your objective character power ranking? Not to be confused with power levels.
Now, Purple, do you think that they should have set up something for the next movie at the end of this movie?
I think they should have, yeah. I think what they should have done, they should have had shown a mural on the wall, because that's what they always did in the earlier ones anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And they should have had a mural of Godzilla battling Desodroya straight out of the Heisei.
Yes!
That's what I want to see.
Yes! I just watched all those movies the other month, and that's one of definitely the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, could you imagine if they do what they did with Godzilla in that movie? Fucking
see them all fucking just the way that they would do it in this massive Hollywood production and all of his different like transformations and stuff. It'd be sick.
God, that would fucking rule.
Yeah, it's too cool for them to ever do though. So they'll probably make up like, there's an evil lizard for him to fight in the next one.
Manila Manila, however you say his fucking name.
Well, that would be.
Sid
I'd
brought in
like to
Zuko in
see
this
that.
movie.
I'd like to see that a lot. Little Minya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Minya. He's
Minya.
like-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's all like fucked up because he came out of the egg all early in those movies. So I'd like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
How they deal with that in a modern movie.
Yeah, like they have to find a way to like personify Godzilla a little bit more. I think they do enough within these movies just because the screen time isn't like significant. But yeah.
He's very grumpy. I think is his main
Mhm.
main character trait in these movies so far.
Could it be that King Kong CGI is somehow easier to do, and that's why they don't want to do so much Godzilla content?
I get the feeling they're just paranoid that like Godzilla doesn't sell in America because his the 2019 movie kind of bombed. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Americans
Hopefully
do love
after
monkeys.
-1,
Man, that one was pretty bad though. They really should not have killed off Bryan Cranston. That was so fucking stupid. Jesus.
that was
Well,
that
that's
was like the
2014
biggest
one.
tragedy of the whole series. I think he should have been the main character because he's so far like the only character who made me feel like, oh yeah, all these people are living in a world with like 300-foot monsters.
Hey, you don't like the guy who has a podcast in this movie?
Well, I like
Don't
him.
care.
That was our
Podcast
self-insert guy who just podcasts all day.
He does boring, stupid podcasts though about conspiracy theories. Except all the conspiracies are like real. So what the fuck's he even doing? He's just a reporter at that point, and like a bad one. It's terrible camera work.
He's the only one who tells the truth, apparently. It's probably pretty good. Man, if we still had Bryan Cranston in these movies, that would be fucking crazy. They would be like 10 times better. Oh my god.
Yeah, they would have been, and they wasted him in that first one. I have no idea why.
Should I go through the list of comparisons between this movie and the new Ghostbusters that came out at the same time?
No,
Sure, I haven't seen it though.
Okay, so both movies have Empire right there in the title. You got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire and Godzilla Kong The New Empire. A giant pale spiked enemy threatening to freeze the entire world.
Oh damn.
An ancient evil that once threatened to destroy the world but was imprisoned in a hollow sphere. A teenage girl who doesn't fit in but holds the key to saving the world. A dark-haired main character getting covered in green slime. I guess that's Kong ripping the wolf in half.
Mhm.
A battle with a serpentine sea dragon. A single brief on-screen human death amidst mass carnage and mayhem. A character suffering frostbite on their right hand.
Wow.
A character whose only personality trait is they have a podcast. That is true. They have a little Asian kid named Podcast.
They have the kid named
A mid-movie... Go ahead.
I felt like the podcast guy in this movie was actually pretty flashed out, but okay.
He was mostly just like recording it, for his podcast.
How was he fleshed out? What are you talking about?
Well, his arc ultimately is that he realizes trying to record this for fame and fortune is not worth it. He should just, I guess, live in the moment and put the phone down.
I mean, I can't relate to that arc, but like, I thought he had it together pretty well before then,
A mother who is 100% supportive of her daughter despite the script's insistence that this is a movie about family drama.
Yep.
Well, it's literally the same movie, damn.
A beach scene where Spanish music is playing before the ocean freezes over. The main character receiving a metallic upgrade and recruiting a fire-wielding ally to defeat the enemy. The ice enemy.
Wait, they're saying that Godzilla is fire wielding?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's close enough,
In the way that like nuclear breath is fire, I guess.
Yeah.
The franchise's famous radioactive beam attack receives an upgrade and changes color.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the last one, a small, adorable character who initially betrays the main character before having a change of heart and providing the key spark to defeat the enemy.
Well, clearly somehow the script was stolen. It blows my mind. Why would they do this?
Maybe just making endless sequels to shit from 40 years ago. There's only so many things you could do, and you just repeat everything over and over again forever.
I like that the video game like power up that changes the color of your weapon is like a fucking mainstay in Hollywood movies now. That's great. Just happens
Some
every
real
time.
Mega Man shit.
Yeah.
Erich, do you concur?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
What do you think of that big list? Did you like the Ghostbusters movie better?
I didn't see the Ghostbusters movie, so I really can't answer that.
Oh.
Yeah, we would have our minds blown right now if how similar
You
they
saw
are,
it?
but nobody's seen it. Sadly,
I feel like after this movie, I have seen it.
yeah, I guess. So.
Yeah,
I guess we're all just gonna judge it based on that list, and nobody's gonna see it.
Yeah, but
Replace
Florian,
Paul
you
Rudd
love.
with Dan Stevens.
I was gonna
and
say
basically
you
the
love
same movie.
Ant-Man, Florian. Why did you not go see Paul Rudd's new film?
I don't know. I was considering it, and I decided against it. I don't know. I guess I'll probably wait for it to. Oh, because I didn't.
What was the deciding factor, Florian?
Well, I get up too early, and I get tired in the evening when I go to the cinema. So it's.
I'm almost certain you can
sometimes.
watch it at home now for free.
Oh, maybe that's why I decided then, because I've downloaded it or something.
Yeah.
I can't wait then.
You're gonna watch that tonight.
Too bad you spoiled it now.
Yeah. Okay, last
Only
chance
next to the
for
young
final
Sheldon.
thoughts. Let's do it. Okay, we're good. Purple, what do you want to plug?
Final thoughts.
Follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd and YouTube. My Twitter is Purple Colonel SP, and I'm just Purple Colonel everywhere else.
Erich, what were you
doing,
trying to say?
Yeah, sorry. Godzilla Kong, as it's referred to, the new empire, is just all right. I thought a lot of the kaiju stuff was fun, but I think it was better than Godzilla versus Kong, but
I
like,
agree.
not by much.
Yeah, I think I gave them both a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, where I just like this one a little bit more. Mostly because Kong does lose the fight in the other movie.
Well, I was gonna say, like the thing
why.
with this one is that I don't think they have as much Hollow Earth setup to do as in the first one. There is still a bunch of that stuff, but like not having to spend tons of your movie like letting people know that there's like a middle layer of the Earth where all of these giant kaiju characters can just coexist is much better for these movies, because it's just dumb. Just get it off. Just tell us, and then I'll just believe it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think this movie loses some of the scale of them, especially when they're in the Hollow Earth. But then when they come back into Earth and they're fighting in like Brazil or Rio or wherever the fuck they are, the scale comes back a little bit. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Like I don't expect a lot from these things as long as it's a fun beat 'em up. It does the job, and Godzilla looks cool. I'll be fine with it. So. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at TZARREVAN, and then Letterboxd at Revan138.
Oh, well, I just wanted to say I really like how the apes had a little society, and then they also find this society of humans that were living in the Hollow Earth. I thought that was some pretty cool world building, and I overall liked the movie a lot. And check out my YouTube channel, Anti-Reviews, where I review a regular show regularly.
Was this directed by the guy who made the live-action Death Note movie?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Adam Wingard.
So I'd say Adam Wingard, in my estimation, is redeemed by this film, because he left a bad taste in my mouth with his light Yagami.
You did the last one too.
Well, then good for him.
Yeah, he did.
He's a monkey
Godzilla
hero
versus
worldwide.
Yeah.
Wow. Doesn't take much, does it? To become a
No,
monkey.
honestly, no. And yet there are
Make a
so
whole movie
few
about a
monkey
monkey.
heroes. Like the bar is so low, and humanity just fails us so many times.
Well, are you going to see the new Planet of the Apes movie? We got an ad for that before.
Yeah.
this
I
one
want to
started.
see it.
Yeah, I loved the
Well, it's
original
good.
3. I'm disappointed that Caesar is long gone, but maybe they can give me a new character to root for.
Yeah. That's another movie about apes with Empire in the title. So
Yeah, this year's a big year for monkey movies. We got Monkey Man, we got this one, and we got that one coming.
Hell yeah.
Some years we get 0. And if Skip Schwink has anything to say about it, we'll get CI Ape 2 too.
Oh, can't wait.
Yep. He wrote he made Miyazaki read his screenplay that he wrote. That they then sent him a cease and desist for.
Oh man, they really did.
Wait, who
Damn.
did?
My good friend Skip Schwink. They said, we don't want this script. Stop trying to crowdfund this movie.
Oh, really? They
Yes.
they
Trying to
sued
hold him
him?
down.
Holy shit.
That's fucked up.
They told him to
no.
stop.
Gotta make sure you're protecting the valuable CIA IP, you know?
Yeah, it's just like your favorite
Quality
character, the
movie.
Chicken Nugget Man. He's going to sit on this IP and do nothing with it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, poor Gwimby.
This is why. What we're saying is next time we'll all be back and we'll review every episode of Smiling Friends. Okay.
If I'm going to be honest,
Including the new one.
let me know if this is a hot take. I've been thinking about this. I think Smiling Friends might be better than The Simpsons was, even at its peak.
I don't know how
Whoa.
they didn't say
I think,
something
you know
so
what? That's a
crazy.
bold take, but I think you just might be right. I gotta be honest.
Do you agree, Erich?
No.
But you agree that Big
Can't
Bang
go
Theory
on
was
to
better
joke.
this week.
No. No. Stop misrepresenting my opinion.
But you think that OnlyFans girls should be kept away from children?
Not that either.
Oh.
Oh,
And your favorite Star Wars trilogy is the sequels, right? I got this all right?
No, that's also not true.
Only because Ryan Johnson made one of them that elevates all three. And really, The Rise of Skywalker played off of what Ryan Johnson started so well that it's just a flawless through line of a trilogy.
Yeah.
And really, all of Star Wars is that good, as good as 8 and 9.
Yeah. Especially these new shows about fucking Ahsoka and stuff. Just pure kino the whole way through.
Yeah, the only thing you didn't like was, oh God, what was that new show called?
Andor?
Yeah, you thought Andor was a low point in the series, but otherwise, Star Wars is usually pretty good.
Now you're just doing violence to me.
Yeah,
Characters
just the
like
whole
that.
episode in the prison. Who wants to see that?
Why
Come
is
on.
Gollum giving a speech? Shut up. Fucking loser. I wouldn't have gotten arrested in the first place. It's a skill issue. You're probably a criminal. I don't want to hear your revolution shit.
Yeah, don't you know revolution's illegal? What the hell's wrong with you?
Luffy let so many dangerous pirates out of Impel Down. He just let them free.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he sure did.
He did. He did.
Yeah, you should really enjoy Andor then. It's right up your alley.
I don't know, because at the end of season 1, like, oh, they did the prison break. Why are they going back in season 2? That's what Andor is about, right? They keep breaking out of prison over and over again, like in Prison Break.
Like, yeah,
I'm sure that's
It's like Breaking Bad.
that's exactly what the show is like.
Yeah, they're just breaking bad over and over again.
And he has like this blueprints tattooed on his back or whatever the fuck. But now they're doing it with the Force, so it's lay epic. It's Prison Break with lightsabers. And the Rich says it's the best show they've ever made.
Hey, Prison Break is actually an underrated gem, okay?
I'm too tired right now. I can't fucking do this.
Honestly, they should make, if they want to do a good Star Wars show, they should do their own version of The Sopranos, but with lightsabers. Why not?
Wow.
Just like a real family drama with Italian mobster themes in the Star Wars universe.
That's what George Lucas wanted to make. He pitched a show like that to HBO, and they turned him down.
I mean, I would watch
That's
Kino.
crazy. It's not gonna be Vader, right? Who's gonna be the protagonist?
Something
It
completely
was like about
brand
criminal
new.
underworld and crime families on Coruscant and shit.
But I do want to say Kylo Ren being like the spoiled brat, who's just in it because he's related to the big players.
I thought he was a pretty good character, honestly. Overall, I think it's disappointing they didn't do more with Kylo Ren overall in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Yeah, he should have gotten an entire series.
Yeah.
Should they do a
He
King
breaks
Kong
out.
as Tony Soprano movie?
He just has a cigar and never works out. Yeah.
I don't think Kong. No, he did exercise in Godzilla vs. Kong. He was training, so he was like doing monkey bars and shit. I talked about it in my
Well,
Monkey Box review.
Well, he is constantly fighting for his life against these monsters, so he's actually very fit.
Yeah, every second is training just to survive in that hollow earth. But
Yeah, it's just...
for Is It Kino, I've been the monkey supporter.
Yeah, I'm Godzilla.
Number 2
so I
Godzilla fan, Rich.
We forgot the fucking we forgot the Chuck Lorre cards back in the Big Bang Theory recording. I
Well,
think
this
we
isn't
gotta
coming
redo that
out
one.
until the middle of May, so don't even bother.
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
Bye,
I've
everybody.
been Purple Colonel.
See you.
Bye.